out with you on the Run Home Fitness treadmill. So I actually bought this. So this is not something where, they gave it to me and I'm giving you an opinion based on me wanting you to get it just because I got it for, there's nothing wrong if they give me a treadmill. I am a consumer just like you. I and I'm obviously in a compact space right now, when you have limited space, or even if you have a lot of space, but you want to limit the amount of footprint your gym workout or your gym equipment takes, this would be great for you. And I'm just going to go over all the features. It's actually up against the wall because I'm going to have you guys just watch me just get set up, right? And then if you just happen to get on here, go ahead and roll your treadmill out. Check out in the description if you want to get your own. It is under $200 and it comes with a remote control and it's an incline treadmill. A lot of times we have a situation where this price point, it's a manual treadmill, but this is actually an automatic remote controlled incline treadmill. So I highly recommend it. I'm going to go over all the features, but we're going to do the workout though. Yeah. All right. So here's the remote control it comes with, and they also give you a lithium battery that comes with it. I thought it was, yes, it is alive. Go ahead and roll. Do you have a gym membership? If you have a gym membership, put a sneaker emoji in the chat if you have a gym membership. Comes with a lithium battery. I thought you needed AAA batteries, but just get the AAA batteries just in case they send you a remote control that is AAA battery controlled. But other than that, they provide you with this. And so I'm just gonna get set up here. This is the cord for the treadmill. Your house is your gym. That's awesome. So you have a home gym. That's fantastic. That's awesome. That's awesome. So I have it up against the wall, and this is kind of like my setup. So when I'm not doing a live with you guys, I'm literally doing this. Like I put it against the wall. I don't just keep it on the floor because as you can see, the footprint would be a little bit overwhelming. So we're here and it's very easy to maneuver with the wheels there. Let's get this connected. We'll get started. Whoops. To reboot it. All right, guys, we're going to get started here. I thought I had everything all set up, but it just seems like I'm having a few technical limitations here. Okay, there we go. Oh, I have a myriad of different things going on over here. All right, so I just I'm gonna put that on. So I'm gonna be doing a walking workout, and you guys are welcome to join me. Grab yours. We're gonna get started. I'm gonna tell you all about this treadmill, and we're gonna burn some calories at the same time. All right, so I'm gonna take the speed up to 1.3 to start. I'm going to take the incline up to 1% as well. And this is our warm up. We're going to be here for a couple minutes. Welcome. All right. Sorry. I'm trying to see the chat and see if there's anything you guys are asking that I might be able to answer while I'm walking. I obviously can't type it in, but I'll try to answer you guys. One second. All right, that should be it. All right. The chat should be pulling up now, guys, so I can walk and work with you. All right. So now, if you have an Apple Watch or a Fitbit, let's turn it on. And I'm going to set it to indoor walk. So I'm going to increase the speed here to 2 miles per hour. Just adjust my shoes there. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, whoever is joining, welcome. We are doing a walking workout, 6 a.m. rise and incline, and we're still in the warm up. So go ahead and roll your treadmill in. If you're headed to the gym or if you're at the gym, jump on the treadmill and let's walk together. All right, so now I'm going to take this up to 2 miles per hour, and we're going to take the incline to 2% as well. So I'm on the run treadmill. Comes with a remote control that controls your speed and your incline. So when you're doing an incline, we're going to be doing this for a total of 50 minutes. So we're doing a 5-minute warm up here. We have 3 more minutes in the warm up, and then I'm just going to guide you with increasing your speed and your incline. Okay? Well, when you're walking to anywhere, if you're not watching this, and if you're not walking with me, you can kind of like imagine scenery, or you can watch your favorite show. Speaking of your favorite show, comment in the chat, what show are you watching? If it's on Prime, if it's on YouTube, if it's on Hulu, HBO, what show are you watching currently? So like I mentioned, this is the run. I keep trying to pronounce it the run, but it's actually the run put together as one word. I keep thinking it's like the run, kind of like Florida. It took me a long time to realize the artist, Flow Rider, was literally Florida. So this is the run treadmill. It's an incline walking workout. I thought since I'm already doing it, I might as well have you guys join me. So this goes up to 4 miles per hour in speed. It's your nice little jog. So at the end of the workout, if any of you guys are still around, I will show you the running speed on this treadmill, but this is a walking only incline workout, rise and incline. Okay, in about 15 seconds, let's get ready. You're going to increase your incline to 3%, and then you're going to increase your speed as well. All right, and we're going to go to 2.5 at 3%. And today we're going to go a little bit faster, but we are not going to run. Okay. All right, let's take that incline up to 3%, and let's take that speed up to 3. I'm going to get into a little bit of a brisk walk there, and this is the maximum speed. So try to stay here for 5 minutes, and then we'll reduce the speed, but we'll keep the incline at 3%. Thank you for watching, and welcome to my channel. We are doing a rise and incline challenge Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6 a.m. Central. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6 a.m. Central, we're doing an incline walking workout, no running. And this is the fastest speed right now we're at is 3 miles per hour. And this treadmill goes up to 6% incline. So with the incline, it mimics hiking, like you're going up a hill, and that activates your leg muscles, your glutes, engages your core. And technically, your core is not really a midsection. Your core is from your shoulders to your knees. So it actually makes you engage in all of those areas. So leg day, incline walking, perfect match. Incline walking, you get your cardio, you get your endurance, and you get a walking cardio strength in all the areas that you're targeting for leg day. If you don't have leg day planned, and this is the only thing you did, incline walking, until you get into the gym and get into a program, chef's kiss. Doing incline walking burns more calories, puts a greater demand on your body in a good way. So if you're watching this later, if you're watching this live, remember this is a incline walking workout to burn belly fat. So we have 2 minutes left at the speed. We're going to reduce the speed. We're going to keep the incline. How about them apples? Hi and welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am doing an incline walking workout to burn belly fat. And you guys are welcome to roll out your treadmill. You're headed to the gym. You're headed to the gym right now. You can join me. Walk with me before your workout. I'm great. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Thank you for joining me. I am here doing an incline walking workout on Run Treadmill. The link is in the description. If you guys are considering getting a walking pad treadmill at home, it is affordably priced. It'll pay for itself through the year. You do this type of walking workout, incline walking workout twice a week, you'll be golden. Now, I'd recommend 3 times a week, but you may not have that much time. So I'd say 3 max. That's why we're doing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6 a.m. All right, 30 seconds. Happy Friday to you too. Welcome. Welcome. Awesome. So if you're going to start doing Zumba and you want to get thicker thighs and glutes, incline walking is your best friend, especially if you're going to be doing dance. Because my channel is all about dance. And when I add cardio that complements a better dancing body is a stronger body in the legs and the glutes. Does that make sense? So, all right, let's reduce that speed. 2.5. We're at a 3% incline. Did that make sense? So if you want to complement a program to get you thicker thighs and glutes, like weightlifting, incline walking will be your best friend. And getting this at home will be fantastic. And then when you get to the gym, instead of getting on the treadmill, get on the Stairmaster. That really helps with legs and glutes, toning and building. And then obviously your nutrition, speak to your nutrition coach to get you that goal. Always make sure you're eating enough protein. So anytime you want to increase mass, you want to make sure your protein becomes a priority. All right? Don't skip the protein. Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy pre-Valentine's Day, everyone. Why, thank you. I gained a ton of weight these past couple of years, and not by me bulking, because I used to do bulking, and I just started walking again. Um, because where I'm staying right now, I don't really feel comfortable jogging by myself. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. Downtown, I'm in Chicago, downtown, wherever, it's just unless I have a security detail of some kind, indoor stuff is what I've been doing for a little while. I mean, you can always go to the gym, but you can always have a home gym and a gym that you go to. But the whole beauty of having this kind of treadmill, walking pad treadmill in your home is privacy. You don't have to wipe down any machines before you use it and after. And you get to get your steps in. So this actually shows you how many steps you have done. So I've been on here for 12 minutes and I've done 1,200 steps. So you can get your steps in before you start your day. So I'll be doing this Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, guiding you through a workout. You can put some music in one ear and listen to me in another, right? So we're going to be here for 2 more minutes at 2.5 speed. We're at 3% incline, but this time we're going to increase the incline. Okay? Climb up that hill. And that puts a demand on your midsection, your legs, your glutes. Hi, everyone that just joined. I want to work out my body, guys. Okay, I hope you find a cute Valentine too. Thank you. Let me see. Okay. Oh, that's very kind. Oh, sometimes I wonder with these comments, like when people wake up, it's really early in the morning. When people wake up and they just come out of themselves to say something to someone. Do you go to sleep at night and think, oh, I did my part in society today? I was mean in the comments section as a stranger to another stranger. But we're not strangers. You guys are in my home. I'm in your space. You know, for this small period of time, we are quantumly walking together. So even if you're not walking with me, I hope you get to get a good walking workout, whatever you do, whatever you choose to do, whether you walk outside. Speaking of outside, it's kind of cold. This is really great if you're snowed in, if it's too cold, if you're working from home that day. Pull this out. I lean mine against the wall, pull it out from under your bed, from under your couch. It's not heavy or cumbersome. I know the motivation factor might be, oh, I have to keep doing this. No, it's not heavy at all. Okay, 15-minute mark. We're taking it up. 4% incline. Now, if you guys see me do like a little wobbly thing, it's because I walk in cursive. If we were to walk like in the mall or together, I'll be bumping to either person on either side. So walking on a treadmill is a miracle for me. But we all need to walk, right? You get the privacy. If there's a season in your life where you just don't want to be outside, and I'm not talking about the clubs, I'm talking about just being outside, working out, summer, fall, winter, spring, you just want some privacy. You want 6 months, headphones on, walking workout in between your lifting days. Or if you're not lifting yet and you're starting out a program, incline walking is better than just general walking. And that also depends on a couple of different factors. You can always check with your doctor before you start anything anyway, because not everyone can go at a high incline yet. So even if you are limited in the level of incline you can go, my suggestion is check with your doctor if you can at least do 1% incline, because walking on a flat treadmill doesn't serve anybody. You might as well walk on the pavement, right? Speaking of pavement, the pavement is made out of cement. So every time you walk, depending on your shoes, you're putting a lot of contact with your joints with the pavement. Whereas something like this has been designed with shock absorber. So every walk, there's a give, there's a bounce back, right? I don't know if you guys are tracking with me. I'm not saying walking outside is an issue. I'm just saying when you look at the run treadmill that I have, they've designed it with 6 points of buoyancy to allow for a give when you're walking. So you're not just walking on a hard surface. The the surface of the treadmill gives you back a bounce, so there's lower joint impact in walking. I hope that makes sense. All right. Um, not an average level. Okay. Any questions about treadmills? Does anyone have a treadmill at home, or do you go to the gym? If you have a treadmill at home, put the home emoji in the chat just so I can see who I'm talking to. And if you have a treadmill at the gym, then put a sneaker emoji. And if you have both, if you have a gym membership and a treadmill at home, put both the home emoji and the sneaker emoji. Okay, okay, nice. Oh, that's so awesome. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, did you get your cute spandex shorty shorts from Amazon? Where'd you get them? Who comment in there your favorite workout shorty shorts or bodysuits or whatever, so I can check it out too. I got mine from my Amazon store. I'll put the link in the description after the live. Actually, speaking of, I know that you're being kind of funny about turning around. I walk sideways and I walk backward up the treadmill at a slow speed. It trains your legs in different planes of motion. So I'm definitely for that. But for the purposes of this live, I'm not going to do it. There's a couple of things I have planned at the end of this workout. We have 30 minutes left because it's a 50-minute incline walking workout. Burn belly fat, tone up your legs and glutes. I'm going to show you how you can enhance your incline walk even more by adding weights. And I'm not talking about dumbbells. I have these wrist weights. They're 1 pound wrist weights. They're right here. You can put them on your wrists. You can put them on your legs and mind your business. Now, you never ever want to do anything like 10-pound leg weights doing this unless you're a bodybuilder. You've got other things going on and you're working with a trainer. But 1 pound, maybe two, not even more than 5 pounds on your legs. You want to tone up. Now check with your trainer too. Make sure your trainer has a background or has a team of people that they work with that can make sure that this program is right for you, right? When I worked in the gyms, I was always surrounded by physical therapists, or doctors, in addition to working with my clients, so I could cross-reference some of the ideologies that I had and also reference my clients to them. Excuse me. So this is in reference to adding heavier weights than 1 pound leg weights. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, there's nothing like the perfect at home workout gear, right? Like the outfit I'm wearing is it's very compressing, which I like to read the comments and walk. Okay, so we went over just a little bit. So I'm going to increase the incline. We're going to keep the speed at 2.5, increase that incline to 5%. So this treadmill comes at a 6% incline max. And the reason I like 6% as opposed to like going to 10 or 15 is if you're not used to doing incline walking, this is a great way to start. For at least 1.5 years, you do 6% incline, right? 20 to 30 minutes minimum, 2 to 3 times a week, no more than an hour. I do more, sorry for hitting my microphone if that was loud for you guys. I do more than an hour because after this, I take a break and I go to Amazon and I do Amazon Live on there. I do this similar workout on there. So if you guys have, find me on Amazon, it's Glow Pics by Naledi. Follow me on there. I do Amazon Lives there. So that's about almost 2 hours of incline walking almost every day. But I don't recommend that for like somebody who, number one, is not me. I have my reasons for doing it. Thank you so much. Thank you for your kind words. So this treadmill is also really tall person friendly. It's about 39 inches long, 16 inches wide. So if you're a tall person, if you're concerned, oh, because I'm 5'2", it has a long gait span. Like your walking gait, like I'm not walking little steps like this to prevent me from going to the back. I'm taking that hike. I'm doing it. And if you are tall, you'd still be fine as well. Okay, it's just going this way vertically. But as far as the length of the gait that you need, they should do it. They actually claim that they made it with tall people in mind as well. And at first, when I was reading it before I got it, I was like, I don't know about all that. But when I got it, it's actually, I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again, it's beautifully made. It's not cheap. It's an inexpensive treadmill, and it's made so well, right? Thank you for the big thumbs up emoji. Awesome. Thank you. Yes. Amazon, Glow Pics by Naledi. And follow me there. I take a break after this to talk with you guys a little bit, and then I jump on Amazon. I do the same thing. Oh, thanks for the jewels. Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. All right, so some of you guys actually have treadmills at home. So comment a fire emoji if you walk. What day is it today? It's Friday. If you walked at least twice this week at an incline, put one fire emoji. If you did an incline walk on your own, whether you did it with me or you did it on your own. If you did one incline walk this week, comment a fire emoji. If you did 2 incline walks this week, 2 fire emojis. So put a fire emoji for however many times you did an incline walk this week. And a regular walk counts, but I want to know who's doing incline walking. No one? No one did an incline walk? No fire emojis? Oh, look at that. Who's that? Mustafa, you did 3 walks this week. That's awesome. Thank you. Oh, you are today. Okay, good. Hope you get it. So if you're going to do the incline walk, you can still put a fire emoji. Because you know what? When you put that fire emoji, you're saying, I'm going to get it done, even if you haven't done it yet. Hi and welcome. I'm doing a fat burning incline walking workout on the run treadmill, and perfect for home fitness, perfect for compact spaces. As you can see, this is a very compact space, and you guys would have more space. You wouldn't have lighting like I have lighting over here. Thank you. Thank you so much. That is awesome. I'm so glad you're going to start doing more incline walking. That is your best friend. So if you start doing incline walking, comment. Remember to comment under any of my videos 3 months from now, what changes you've seen. 6 months from now, what changes you've seen. 12 months from now, what changes you've seen. Because you can do incline walking at any age, at any stage of fitness. You just vary up what your body can do in terms of like the percentage and the speed. Yeah. Well, I definitely need to work on my triceps. So you work on your cardio, I'll work on my triceps. I'm not even going to do a wave with my arms. But good job. Everyone needs everyone needs to do cardio. And incline walking is easier on your joints than running. Now I'm a sprinter, around 100 meters. I'm very fast. I don't know how fast I am right now. So I'm not against running. I'm just saying smart cardio options when you're not running. You're going through a season where you're not running. If you're not a runner, incline walking is going to be your best friend, especially if you lift weights. Absolutely. Very convenient. Yes, having your own like walking pad like this is very convenient. And notice I say walking pad, but it also functions as a treadmill. So in my link below, guys, it's only 200 bucks. And it comes with a remote control. The remote control comes with a lithium battery. I thought it came with AAA batteries. You can slide it up under your bed, under your couch. You can move it around in different rooms in the house. You can keep it in your room. Now, if you keep it in your room, let's have a discussion and let me know if with heart emojis if you're tracking when I bring up this next subject about having this in your bedroom. I recommend you get a pair of sneakers for the treadmill by itself. These sneakers never touch the snow, never touch the sand, never touch outside. These are not your outside sneakers. These are sneakers that you just walk on this treadmill with. Here's why. You're going to keep it in your room every time you walk. You're not pulling up all this stuff from outside, from your outside shoes, walking on the inside treadmill. Now, if you're married and your spouse is not on board with having a separate pair of shoes, I am all for strong marriages. Don't bring it up. Just go with the flow. Let him walk on there with his outside shoes. He may want to do like a hint and, gift him. And I'm not trying to say all the guys are going to do this, but gift him a pair of sneakers. Say, honey, why don't you use these sneakers when you're on the treadmill? If anybody is tracking what I'm saying about wearing non-outside shoes for an inside walking treadmill, it's not in the garage. I'm talking about it's in your house. Is anyone tracking? And they don't even have to be expensive. You can just invest in an inexpensive pair of sneakers just to walk on this treadmill with. And then you put the sneakers away and the soles of the sneakers are constantly clean and your belt stays clean. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Comment what city you guys are tuning in from. Thanks for stopping by. I hope after you stop by, you get to do an incline walking workout wherever you're going. All right, let's take this up to our highest incline for this treadmill, which is 6%. Detroit in the house. LA, nice. Absolutely. I'm doing this walking workout Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6 a.m. through April. Los Angeles, California in the house. Welcome. Indianapolis. Oh, you're just like 3 hours away from me. I'm in Chicago. What is that? Would you get that? Okay. Where'd you say? Oh, cool. I this treadmill is from my store, so you can look in the description. It and there's a pointing finger. Get the treadmill like mine. It's in the description. Click the link, and you can look up the specs, read the reviews. I think I just submitted my review yesterday, but I've had it for a while now. But read other people's reviews. I read them, and I decided to buy it based on their reviews. Oh, nice! Team Chicago, yes! Yes, yes, yes. And Massachusetts. Massachusetts. Okay. So the person in Massachusetts, did you see that the link is in my description for you to get the information on this treadmill? So comes with a remote control. The incline and the speed is controlled by the remote control. It has an LED screen at the bottom here. I quickly glance at it. It'll show you your percentage. It'll give you an aggregate of how many calories you burn, but you can always use your Apple Watch or Fitbit. But the limit with the Apple Watch is it doesn't show you your steps, right? I like to see my steps. So far I've done 3,300 steps in 33 minutes. Sense of accomplishment, shall we say? Maryland in the house. Go Bears, go Cubs, go Bulls. I'm a former NBA cheerleader, guys. I danced for the Bulls 2001, 2005, 6. Oops, sorry for the microphone situation here. Thank you for your kind words. Let's see. I'm reading the chat. I'm doing pretty good. I haven't fallen off the treadmill today. The other lives I kept almost falling, going this way, even though I'm reading that way. So it's 6% incline, 2.5 speed. So in 20 seconds, we're going to take that speed up. Okay, at 6%. We're going to go from 2.5 up to 3 miles per hour. Let's try and stay there for 5 minutes. All right, in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 3 minutes. So if you guys make comments in there and you hear me talking and I'm a little bit out of breath, please forgive me. We're here for 5 minutes. Oh, thank you. Yes, I drank so much fluid before this. And you know, you don't just pile a bunch of fluid, you got to do it over time. So, and electrolytes. Don't forget your electrolytes in your water. Speaking of electrolytes in water, this is a total like sidebar, but not really, because he just said I obviously stay hydrated. I do. In my YouTube bio or description, the first link on there is Simpure. You can have countertop alkaline water in your home. You don't have to do anything, especially if you live in an apartment. You don't have to do anything to the pumps. So, speaking of, thanks for that idea. Whoever commented about hydration, I'll put that in my description as well going forward. So, if you guys want to stay hydrated with alkaline pH balanced water that you can make at home without changing the pumps, the complicated installation situation. This is a countertop alkaline water filtration system, water conversion filtration system. Yes, there is more to it than that. I mean, a pinch of salt goes a long way, but if your water is not the pH, alkalinity, it doesn't absorb into your system because our bodies don't just take regular water with salt, as well as if you were to take it up a notch and make your water alkaline. So if you go to my description, the first link on there is by Simpure. Click on that. Check out that countertop water filtration system. It is an affiliate link. So any of the links that you guys click on my site are affiliate links. And every little bit is going to go towards getting you more workout videos, expanded the channel to provide more of what you need. Dance workout videos, obviously. Thank you. Where can you buy the treadmill? The link is in the description for where you can buy it. If you buy the treadmill from my link, come back on here and give me a thumbs up. Congratulations, you lost 60 pounds in less than a year. Oh my goodness, congratulations. Everybody, let's celebrate. 60 pounds, still on the journey. Okay, so how many more pounds do you have left for your journey to feel something like a level of completion? You want the water? Okay. If you go to my channel page, under the description, my channel page, I think it's like about me or whatever, the first link is Simpure. And that's where you can read up. The model that I have on there is the one I recommend. It's also the cheapest, but it accomplishes what I'm looking for, which is alkaline pH balanced water, easily made on your countertop. So even if you own a home, you just get that countertop set and you change the filter every 6 months, give or take, based on usage and stuff. So let me know if you found it. If you haven't found it, just email me. I think my email is in the it's there. If that makes any sense. Happy pre-Valentine's Day. Thank you very much, guys. 240 down to 180 pounds is a goal. Goal is 150 to 160. You can do it. You can do it. So with the weight loss, are you incorporating incline walking? Are you able to? Oh, you're welcome. You are so welcome. So guys, if you are looking to get pH alkaline water, countertop version without having to change your pumps or anything, okay, let's take the speed back down. Sorry, to 2.5. and we're gonna keep that 6% incline. Today's a today's a torture, like torch, not torture like bad treatment. I'm talking about torture, like flame. Congratulations. Yep, living a more healthy lifestyle, being more active. Good job. You got a membership at the YMCA. Okay, so nice. So since you're jogging and you have weight loss as a goal, you this is my unsolicited advice. I recommend that you include incline walking. That's going to help you burn more calories than jogging for the same amount of time. And since your goal is weight loss and you want to be more efficient with your time, that's my recommendation. Now, if you just like to jog, go jogging for pleasure, but for efficacy, add incline walking to also alleviate compounding impact on your joints. Sorry, the back of my leg is itching. If that makes any sense. Good job. You lost 70 pounds in 6 months without exercise. Good. Going carnivore, yes. Diet is such a big part. So why would you pay for a decrepit body? I don't understand. Help me understand. I don't know if that's a compliment or a dig, but it was funny. Nice job. So if you lost 70 pounds going carnivore, are you going to change your diet back to something normal, or how much longer are you planning on staying on the carnivore diet? Just curious. Yeah, HIIT is good. You can do high intensity interval training at an incline. That's what I did today. I snuck that in with you guys. Thank you. Okay, perfect. Yeah. I secretly love the carnivore diet, just so you guys know. But it's all about, what your body responds to the most. I actually am more of a high protein. I eat carbs, I eat fats, but I have a very high protein demand. If my protein dips, I get a little bit lethargic. Like I have a high protein demanding body. If that makes sense. More than what is typically recommended. People are like, oh, especially for women, that if you eat too much protein, it'll synthesize into gaining mass. It all depends, though. Each person, it's all different, right? So yeah, carnivore diet works for different people, lifelong. If you like it, it works for you. It works for you, right? Happy Valentine's Day. Happy pre-Valentine's Day, everyone. Okay, absolutely. Awesome. So guys, I'm on the run treadmill here. It's a couple $100s. The link is in my description right below. Or if you're looking at the screen, I think it's above the chat. So if you go right there, click it, read the reviews, grab it for yourself. It's very compact, 39 inches long, 16 inches wide, and easy to move around, very portable. Although I had a time bringing it up from the bottom porch up, I just kind of pushed it up, toppling it over the stairs. Thankfully, it was only 6 stairs, and I just pushed it into my room. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I do. In fact, I had such a high metabolism growing up, my parents made me pay for groceries because I would eat everyone else's food. My parents couldn't afford at the time to feed me, and I ate for 4 people. So I worked since I was 14, and I bought. Now, obviously, I ate with the rest of the family, but anything extra, I go work for it. It's still the same though. And being a woman of a particular age, I thought, oh, things will slow down. But if you remind your body to eat, your protein, your carbs, and your fats, and I'm talking about naturally eating. I'm not talking about like obsessive counting, but measurement. There's a difference with obsessive counting and measurement. You can train your metabolism to work for you at any age, just like you can do incline walking at any age, right? Hi and welcome. Welcome, guys. Nice job. Thank you so much. So this is the run treadmill. We have 3 minutes left of this workout, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this incline down. And we're going to take the speed down to 2 miles per hour. The incline to 3%. We made it. Nice job, guys. Nice, nice, nice. How do I get rid of jungle fever? I don't know, guys. Everyone in the chat, help that person with that question. How they can get rid of jungle fever. I deleted. I don't know whether that's a compliment. Thank you for taking care of that lovingly in the chat. I read it out loud before it formulated in my thoughts what the question was, because I'm in the mode of just reading, right? So I have to catch myself during these lives, because sometimes you guys be asking stuff. Yay, I just got an emoji. Did I get a sneaker emoji? So if you guys get this treadmill from my description, come back on here and comment a sneaker and a house, because you're going to get it for your house or your home office or your home gym. Thank you very much. You're so kind. Okay, so we have a minute left, and I'm going to stop the treadmill, and I'm going to maneuver it so you guys can see kind of like how tall it is. I'm 5'2", just to give you a perspective on it. See how easy it is to maneuver. I'm going to do a few other demonstrations, so thank you for joining me on my workout, this incline walk workout. I hope it helps you, give you some guidelines in terms of like how you can incorporate a fat burning workout here. So according to my Apple Watch, we have that started earlier. So I'm going to stop this at 50 minutes. Thank you very much. Okay, so Vanessa, you're also 5'2"? Perfect. I'm 5'2" as well. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how this looks next to me. My walk was 50 minutes. You're 50 and you lost 30 pounds in 90 days from walking. Yes, congratulations. But I'm stuck now. I walk 6 miles a day. That's a little excessive. Okay, so it might be a little excessive for your body. Your body may have just plateaued. So I don't know you, but I would recommend, try and join me for this. Do an incline walking workout with me. What the incline walking does, it spikes your body into a more fat burning zone without the impact on your joints. I'm going to stop this at 50 minutes. My Apple Watch. That's why I have my arm out. Does that make sense, Vanessa? So that your body can start to retrain itself to lose more because it'll say, huh, she's changed some things on me. She's not going as long because right now your body is going like this to the 6 miles. Oh, so boring. I got this. Okay, so I'm gonna stop this at 50 minutes. I'm gonna show you what this treadmill looks like. So 50 minutes, I did 125 calories. Oh, I forgot to see how many steps because Apple doesn't show steps. But this says about almost 2 miles. And I'm gonna stop this to share my average heart rate was 112 beats per minute. So you want cardio that gets you between that 100 and 120 so that you can be in the fat burning zone, which is your low stress zone. So I'm going to show you this. I'm going to turn it off here. I'm going to unplug it just for the purposes of showing you kind of like how easy it is. Now, I recommend you use both hands, but if you feel confident, you can just lift it up with one hand, just like that. Right? And it has wheels in the front. You can wheel it anywhere. So, like I said, I'm 5'2", so you guys can see it comes right. Sorry for hitting my microphone. It comes right at my shoulder, right? And let me show you the belt. Now, this is the belt. It's designed. It's got like 6 layers. You can't really see the layers. It's like a technology under it. So the importance of having a belt that's well designed, even at this price point, is designed to lower the impact of your joints every time you walk, right? So when you walk on the pavement, you have impact on the pavement. So oftentimes when you switch to incline walking on a treadmill, the design of the treadmills, most of them should have the shock absorption for you that would actually rival walking outside, unless you're hiking like in a beautiful area that nothing beats like the outdoors. But if you're walking not on sand, if you're not walking not on like grass or something that kind of gives you a little bit more give of a surface, if you're walking on like cement doesn't give you back the give of the impact of your walking. Does that make sense? Are you guys tracking with me what I'm saying in terms of like impact even when you're walking? So this is designed, it's got 6 points on it to help with reducing the impact on your joints when you're walking. I also, like you see, one of the reasons why I have a separate pair of shoes, I like to keep the belt clean. Um, so you have a separate pair of sneakers for your inside walking, and you don't use the same sneakers to walk outside, especially if there's like snow and salt and all that debris. I mean, that's just me. But like I mentioned earlier, I'm all about strong marriages. If your husband decides to use his outside shoes on the belt, pick your battles. Let him do it. Um, so this is the back of it here. I'm going to show you the speed. I'm going to do some running for you guys to see. But they don't really show you that much on the store. But I just wanted you guys to see kind of like the construction here. Yeah. And so I just put it against the wall when I'm done. So I just push it and I put it against the wall when I'm done. And then I pull it up and then I reposition it for when I'm going to use it. So now I'm going to show you what it can do in terms of like speed. And then there's a couple of other ideas that I'll share with you guys. So this is what I was going to show you. You can also add weights, like a 1 pound weight. So is Vanessa still on here? I don't know if she is. So if you're watching this and you're saying, I want to increase the efficacy of my walk, you can add weights. I'm not going to run with the weights. I'll take the weights off and then I'll run with it. So I'm going to turn it back on. I'm going to show you kind of like some things you can do with this as well. Because I'm done with the workout now. I'm just, showing you the specs on. So I'm going to take this up. This is just showing you some ideas when you're doing incline walking. So I have it at 2 miles per hour. Maybe I'll do 2.2. And these are 1 pound wrist weights. And you can do shoulder raises like that. And what I recommend, if you're, let's say you're doing this, you'd go for as long as you can't, meaning you do as many reps as you can. Maybe you do one set of 100, one set of 30, one set of 50, or you time it, because sometimes I lose count. So I look at the timer and I go for a minute. And if the minute still feels comfortable, I go past the minute until I literally can't do it anymore. So this is another thing you can do while you're doing your walk to get yourself nice and toned. So even though you have the weights, so here's another one. Even though you have the weights on your arms, you're putting 2 pounds of added resistance to it. So I have it at, I'm going to increase the incline to 6%. So again, you just do this until you feel the burn that feels like you can't sustain this anymore, and then you stop. So here's some ideas. So I'm not going to do the full workout with you guys where I'm doing this. I'm just giving you some ideas when you get it. Don't forget, you can get this treadmill. It is in the description above the chat. You can pull it down. Okay. Time to burn. No, I mean, I'm not saying no. So this is more for high reps, and 1 pound is manageable. Okay. Now the guys can go heavier. I'm not trying to girl you girls. I'm not trying to limit your capability. But if you're looking for toning, if you want some nice lines, high reps. So you can do this while you're on an incline treadmill like this. Okay. So you just keep going until you can't literally do this anymore. And then you can do tricep extensions. Keep those elbows pinned. So when you extend, pause, hi and welcome. Extend, pause. Extend, pause. Nice job, Vanessa. You see? Great minds think alike. You just added this to your workout. So these tricep extensions, keep those elbows as close to your midsection as possible. And then when you extend, you hold it for 1, 2. You can hold it for even longer. 1, 2, 3, 4, release. Hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, release. You can just hold for a beat of 1, 2. Then you can do bicep curls. The reason why I like wrist weights as opposed to light dumbbells is for obvious reasons. It's less cumbersome. And plus it would be harder for me to do this with the remote control in my hand. Okay, so that's for upper body as an idea. Another thing you can do is take the 1 pounders and put them at your ankles. Obviously stop your treadmill for safety purposes, but I'm not stopping it because I'm just not stopping it. And you have it here, and you can walk with the weights at your ankle, right? Now, 6%, you can keep it at 2 miles per hour, and you can get up to maximum 3 miles per hour intervals like that. Maybe do this for a minute, and then take it down to 2.5. And you can coast to 2.5 and 6% incline on this treadmill. If you don't want to think about it, 2.5, 6% with the leg weights. Okay, we'll get that lower body activate, lower body activated. Okay. Okay, let's see. Nice job, Vanessa, adding weights to your treadmill workout, if I'm understanding you correctly. All right, so this is the run treadmill. It's just under $200. Okay, it's in my description. I'm an Amazon associate, so those are paid links, so I earn commission from qualifying purchases. Thank you very much. So this is the run treadmill. It comes with a remote control. The remote control controls the speed and the incline. And it's very easy to intuitively know, because this big circle is the speed And down here is the incline. It's 39 or 38 inches long, 16 inches wide. Max speed is 4 miles per hour. So I'm going to show you, for those of you guys who want to jog on this walking pad treadmill, you can. So I'm going to show it to you. Comment fire emojis if you want to see me run on this treadmill. Fire, fire. I want you to light it up. So I'm going to take off the weights. I'm going to show you the speed. You have the same treadmill, or you have the same weights? Fire, okay. I'll show you the speed. So these are 1 pound weights. You can also get them from my store on Amazon. I think the link is in the description for that. So now we're gonna put this baby back on. I'm gonna show you the speed, just so you can see the way it performs. And I'm gonna, oh cool, you have the same treadmill. Nice, nice, nice. So what I'm gonna do now is to show the speed. I'm not gonna do a high incline for that, but you can if you want to. So this is 2 miles per hour. I'm going to run at a 2% incline. So here is 3. You can walk at 3 miles per hour, right? Or you can do a light jog. So it's up to you. So you can do a walk at 3 miles per hour on this. I'm going to take it up. Take it to 3, 4 miles per hour. And this is the max speed. So if you wanted to get a jog in, you can. Make sense? So this is the one incline treadmill. It's just under $200. It comes with the remote control and the lithium battery. 4 miles per hour speed, 6% incline. It's 39 inches long or 38 inches long, 16 wide. So I want you to hear how quiet it is. Yes, it's very, very quiet. You hear that, guys? Listen to that motor. Now it's a 2.5 horsepower motor. And it's important that the equipment doesn't make a lot of noise, right? You guys can probably hear a lot more because I have my microphone on, but it is not loud at all. This is 4 miles per hour. You hear that, guys? So what I was doing was having you hear the motor. I'm gonna hit stop here. And let me grab my laptop so I can answer any questions you guys have before we land the plane. Yeah? So do you guys have any questions about the treadmill? I just saw in the comments someone said that they have the same treadmill, so you guys can not just take my word for it, you can see someone else also has it. So do you guys have any questions about the treadmill that I can answer? Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Tanya. So I know some of you guys answered earlier. If you have a treadmill at home, comment the home or house emoji. If you go to a treadmill at your gym, comment the sneaker. If you do both, then comment a house and a sneaker. You know, Vanessa, you know, it's heavy. I don't know how much weight it is, but the weight capacity, not that you asked that, since we're on, the numeric value of the weight, it's the maximum weight capacity for this one is 300 pounds. But it is pretty heavy. It's easy. It's very light to move around. But as far as getting it from like if you have it delivered and it's like downstairs at the bottom of your porch, get some help is what I recommend. I just muscle through. I don't know if you guys do this, when you grocery shop, you don't want to make multiple trips. You just grab everything. I don't recommend that for everybody. I just want to go back and forth. So it's definitely very heavy to carry from the porch. If you're coming up the stairs, you need help with that. But as far as once it's unboxed, it's one step. Unbox, plug it in, and walk. There's no installation, there's no adjustments. And the only thing you'll need to do is to put in the remote control battery, and it comes with a lithium battery. Now, when I first contacted them, they said that it requires a AAA batteries. But when I got the treadmill, they sent me a lithium battery powered remote control. So and they provide the first flat battery. That's the only thing you have to do is just plug it, put in the battery that comes with it, and you're ready to walk. But I would recommend that you get help from it at the bottom of the porch and coming up the stairs, as opposed to trying to topple it over, you know, and then push it in the hallway and stuff like that. Don't do like me. I could have waited for some help, but I just didn't feel like it because it was like cold outside too. You know what I mean? In Chicago, it's kind of cold, and I didn't want to leave it outside and wait for somebody to come help me bring it in. And not because I'm trying to be independent. It's just I just needed to get it in and get it set up and unboxed and ready for filming with you guys. So, but it's very easy to move around if that makes sense. No question. Start working out. Absolutely, yes. Coach in the house. Coach Ray in the house. Yes. That you know what? The kids give you plenty of exercise at home. Yes. Yes, that's lovely. That's lovely. Okay, well, okay, we're just gonna remove that comment. It's not conducive. Okay, she looks like good for a teenager's age, honestly. I haven't been in my teens for decades, but thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so do you guys have any other questions? Vanessa, did that answer your question? It is pretty heavy to lift up if you're bringing it upstairs anywhere. I'd get help for that, but it's easy to wheel around the house. Well, you're meeting me here on YouTube. Welcome. Thank you for being on here, guys. So, thank you so much. Thank you for the kind words. All right, so it doesn't look like anyone. I'm trying to go through the chat to see if anyone had anything. Oh, somebody here plugged a channel that explains the whole Bible. Check it out, guys. Hi and welcome. I am answering some questions on here about this treadmill. So I'm just gonna have the belt running just lightly, and I'm just gonna now. One of the things I didn't mention was that I forgot to mention is that you can get a standing desk, right? And then you can walk and work. You know, I think boxing is so cool. It is. It is so cool. But the closest I come to doing a boxing workout is actually jump rope. Okay, is jump rope, and I love jump rope. In fact, you might be proud of me. I actually got a jump rope mat, so I'm not like hitting the pavement with my joints. It's by this company called Launch Fitness, but I don't think they're in business anymore. I wasn't able to replace it, but yeah, there's that. And this is a magnet too, so I'm going to have it here. So if you have anything that's like metallic, it'll stick. The remote control can do that. So let's see here. So I do recommend you get a standing desk as opposed to walk and be on your laptop. But like me, I'm trying to answer the chat. I can't really see it that far on my phone, so I'm answering it here. but you can get a standing desk and work from home. Okay, Vanessa, congratulations again. You lost 30 pounds in 90 days from walking. That's so awesome. So good. So I am going to put in the chat here. I'm going to put in the chat. It should be, wow, the link is so far. Okay, I see what the issue was. I kept telling people to go, it's so far at the bottom. That was not my intention. Okay, so here is a link to the treadmill. You guys see the link? So there's a link for the treadmill. It's from my Amazon store. I recommend that if you're going to work from home, that you get a standing desk. I just have my laptop here because I'm answering chat questions. Okay, so I'm going to change the description here and add it at the top. Oh, I can't do it while I'm on. Maybe I'll do it here. So what I'm going to do, do you guys have any other questions about the treadmill? Comment in the chat if you're going to get an incline walking workout sometime today. Let me know. Let me know if you're going to get an incline walk. Comment in the chat. Put a Y or an N, like Y for yes and N for no, if you're going to get it done today. I know someone's going to get a boxing workout, or if you're not going to do an incline walking workout, write in the chat what kind of workout you're going to do today. So this is the Run treadmill, and it is just under $200. It comes with a remote control that controls the speed and the incline. It's about 38 inches long, 16 inches wide. It gets up to 4 miles per hour, maximum speed, and the maximum incline is 6%. So I'm going to put, this is where people were saying they couldn't find it. So I'm going to put it in the description here, and hopefully it saves. It's a little bit too long. Okay, let's take that part out. Cool. So now it's saved in the description at the top, or you can check it out in the comments, guys. So let's see what questions you guys have. I thought you meant YN, like the Gen Z slang. What is the YN Gen Z slang? Help me out. Help me out. YN, like the Gen Z slang. So I was saying that if you guys are going to work out today, put a Y or an N for no. So Y for yes, N for no. So like I mentioned, so this treadmill, if you guys are just getting on here, is the Run W1 Pro. It comes with a remote control. It controls your incline and your speed. So it's not manual, even though it is in the price range. Excuse me. It's in the price range of most treadmills that are manual. This is a deal. This is a deal. It's auto incline, and it goes up to 6% incline. So right now, as I'm walking, I'm just walking just so that I can answer any questions you guys may have. Yes, the other day I just left when you guys were on. I just wanted to make sure that everyone gets their questions answered, shares, because we are a community here, whether you're walking with me or you're just sharing your day with me. I really appreciate you, and I welcome you to my page. You were looking for one of those? Okay, so this one, the link is in the chat. I'm just going to put it on here again. So check it out, read the reviews. I read the reviews, and when I read the reviews, I said, hey, this is great, especially at the price point. Okay. And it operates as a walking pad. So as you can see, you can walk and work with it. But I recommend instead of walking and holding on to the to your laptop while you're on the treadmill, get a standing desk, right? And just slip it under your standing desk. Then you can walk and work. Okay. Although I do this because it's an easy way for you to get like, some walking in without the workout. So earlier we did the workout, 50 minutes of incline walking. We do that every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 a.m. Central, where I guide you on an intense walking workout, interval, and we do no running. Okay. That's what YN means. I still don't get it. It's okay. I'm not cool. I don't know what YN means. 6, 7. I am so not hip, guys. So anyway, if you guys are watching this later, oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I hope this makes it into your home. Now, are you thinking about getting this for your home? You getting it for your home gym or your home office? For at the Guardian 908. Home. Very good. Oh, awesome. Nice, Vanessa. Vanessa, I have the link in the chat. Did you check it out yet? Home fitness. Okay, cool. Nice, nice, Vanessa. Vanessa B in the Guardian. Thinking about getting this for your home. Cool. Awesome. Well, as you can see, I'm in an apartment and this is my room. It doesn't take up a lot of space, and I won't leave it in the common areas because I don't want my roommates to get on it. And not because I don't want them to be fit, I just don't think that they'll use inside shoes only. Oh, that's no, actually, whenever people make comments about people's hair and all of that other stuff, it is so backward. It is so backward. It's like it's such a bad energy, and I just hope that someone hugs you today. Well, I mean, I'm not laughing at you. I'm just saying I just hope someone hugs you and gives you love so you can learn how to love even in public chats. Love is a frequency, and hateful and spiteful remarks are a negative frequency. So I don't want you to stay in that negative environment. So from this moment forward, every comment that you'll ever make anywhere else, you will make loving comments to people. Okay? Because I'm sure you're a delightful young man. I'm sure you're very delightful. We all have to go through different stages of life where we make comments, and I just want you to have good energy and good frequencies in your life. All right. There's another question here. Yes, people need to love themselves, not transfer. Yeah. Yeah. It's usually something else going on. And if you bash someone back, what you're doing is compounding negativity, and it just festers and grows. And I don't want that for anyone. We're taking anyone's negative energy. Well, I don't want them to keep it either because then they're going to suffer, right? Send love back. You know, I just hope that everyone gets a hug today and get some love. You know. Okay, let me see what this is. Okay, that comment can be removed. It's very indecent. And I'm only laughing because I'm like, wow, the audacity. Um, all right. So, do you guys have any other questions about the treadmill? I know that the Guardian and Vanessa looked into it for their home fitness. I hope you guys get it. And I've invested in this. Yes, I do make commission off of you guys getting it, but I also spent my hard earned dollars getting it. And I want to make sure that I'm happy with it. when I unboxed it, I was really pleased with the minimalist design. And even though it was a minimalist design, it's well designed, if that makes any sense. Like it doesn't look cheap. And then when it's leaned up against the wall, it doesn't look bulky. I can't put it under my bed because I've got dumbbells all under my bed because I don't have a tree and I don't want to put a tree outside because then everyone will use my weights. So put all my weights under my bed. um, absolutely would love to demonstrate how quiet it is. Okay, so right now it's at 2 miles per hour. So I'm not going to be talking. I'm going to increase the speed so you can hear the sound, okay? This is 3 miles per hour. This is 4 miles per hour, the max speed. That's when I lifted it up to its max incline, 6%. So this is an incline of 6%. You can't really see how far that comes up, but it does come up. And this is 4 miles per hour. How was that? Hi, welcome. Very quiet indeed, isn't it? Like you can't, it's like such a smooth hum. Yeah, very quiet. And even with me walking, you can probably hear my feet make contact with the belt because of the microphone. Now, if I was to disconnect the microphone, you get to, it will be less of, it would even be lower sound, if that makes sense what I'm saying. Hi, and welcome. I am doing a demonstration. We just did a workout, a 50-minute incline walking workout on the run treadmill. It goes up to 4 miles per hour max speed and 6% max incline. The reason why I like 6% as opposed to like going 10%, 12, or even 15% is for the long term purposes of maintaining a good, healthy weight, consistency with incline walking. 6% is that sweet spot because most people can't sustain walking at 10%. They'll do it for like 3 weeks and then stop. Whereas at 6%, you can keep it 365. Are you guys tracking what I'm trying to say here? Sometimes more is doing less because you'll do more for a short period as opposed to doing less, but still getting the maximum benefit. Are you guys tracking what I'm trying to say about getting something at 6% as opposed to trying to do 10% incline? Because you might do 10% incline if you're part of some boot camp. Let's be real. But if you want lifestyle incline, 6% is that sweet spot. Mark my words, you'll be able to sustain it longer. And speaking of sustaining it longer, if you use this 3 times a week for 3 hours, I recommend that you oil the belt. Now it comes pre-oiled out of the box, but if you use it 3 times or 3 hours a week, you want to do it every 6 months. You want to put some oil on the belt to maintain it, right? And obviously, if you use it for more, then you're going to have a shorter schedule for making sure that you oil the belt. So don't just, it's kind of like having a car, pardon me, having a car and getting an oil change. So adding the oil to the belt is important. And since my recommendation is 3 times a week anyway, you just add the oil to the belt easily and you let the belt run every 6 months. Make sense? Oh, actually, I was like 168. Someone saying I'm very skinny. I don't need this. I was actually 168 uh, 2 years ago, and I'm 5'2". That was heavy. So yeah, thank you for saying I'm slimmer now, but I this time I had to work for it. I've done gains before, like when I first started being a trainer in 2013, I was very thin, and then I intentionally gained like 50 or 60 pounds, and I lifted heavy and all that stuff, and then I lost the weight again, and then I gained the weight, but this time I wasn't gaining because I was trying to. I was just gaining because I'm a girl. So I was 168, and now I'm back to about 130, 135. My natural weight is 110 pounds. But since I did a lot of weight gain and weight loss, my body's now the equilibrium is like between 130 and 150. So I was 168 2 years ago, almost 170 at 5'2". So I already did the workout. So I did the workout, so I can show you guys the speed. Do you guys want to see how fast this goes with me running on it? Is that what you're saying? Because I already did the workout. Right now, I'm just walking and answering questions if anyone wants a walking pad at home or something. Okay. All right. So right now it's at 2 miles per hour at 2% incline. So here's 3 miles per hour. You can walk fast at 3 miles per hour if you want. And at 3 miles per hour, you can also increase your incline and walk at the speed. And when it beeps, it's obviously reached its max. So this is 6%. I'm going up a hill. You guys can't see, but it's actually lifting up right now at an incline. And this is 3.5. Now we're at the max speed of 4 miles per hour. And this time, I'm running up at 6%, 4 miles per hour. Did you want to get a run in? The treadmill is actually called the run. So you can do a run on this. Now the workouts that I'm doing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 a.m., they're walking only. But you can run at an incline, taking that incline down, 2%. Whew. Whew. Oh my lands. Oh my goodness. Okay. Whew. So it's obviously harder to run at an incline. That's what I'm saying. You just need 6%. You don't need to run at 10%. You can run at a 6% incline if your body allows it. But if you want to you see the run has other models that get up to 10% incline, go for it. The price point is not that much of a difference. I think it's about $50 more. You can get one with 10% incline. The max speed, the next model up from this is 10% incline. The max speed is 3.8 miles per hour. Whereas this one is 6% incline, 4 miles per hour. So if you were to choose between the two, it all depends on your incline goals. I would say it's worth your investment. It's about how you use the equipment. And if you use this one smartly, you can tone up and get in some pretty good shape. Let me see what you guys are saying here. And it also works as a working desk. So you can get a standing desk here. You know what I mean? And this is actually magnetic. Comes with a remote control and a lithium battery. So let me pop in the chat here. You can check it out. Just pop it in the chat. And it's magnetic and there's a metal pole here. And I just put it on there. Okay, let's see what you got. Awesome. Okay. So Vanessa, I said I was 162 at 5'2", now 132. Yes, you feel so much better. Yeah. And you know what? It's interesting. I used to want to be heavier and I intentionally gained weight, but that was just a phase. You know, I was always skinny growing up and I thought, oh, I'd be more attractive if I was thicker, you know. And but now I realize, oh no, I'm not like weight obsessed. I'm about what is healthy and feels good for you, right? What is healthy and feels good for you. So Vanessa says she understood. She said I was 162 at 5'2". Now at 132 I feel so much better. Exactly. That was so good, Vanessa. I totally understand. 120-volt outlet is enough for this? Rec 2400. That's a good question. To be quite honest, why don't you check out the link and then ask Rufus. Do you know how to ask Rufus? Like when you get to the product page on Amazon, just scroll down after you click the link and ask that. I'll just make a mental note to find that answer as well. The specs, though, on the Run treadmill is it's 2.5 horsepower motor. Okay, and I think about 40 dB as far as the sound, the noise level. But as far as the voltage, to get the accurate answer for that, I would ask within the product page when you click on the link that's in the chat. I hope that helps. Good morning, everyone who just joined. Yes, definitely less weight. Yeah, the Guardian 908 says definitely less weight is good for heart health. And Vanessa says, yes, at 50, sugar gets stored differently, and walking and changing my diet helped so much. That's so awesome. Very good. Good work, the Guardian. And Vanessa, very good. Very good. Yes, so here's the other thing. So if you do something like this, you can literally walk and watch Netflix. Okay, so you can listen to me here in your ear. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 6 a.m. Central, I do a guided incline walking workout. I just tell you to increase your speed, increase your incline, and then you can just be watching something else, right? Or if you're watching, so I'm curious, are you guys watching me from your mobile or from your TV or from your iPad? Thank you so much for the kind words. And do you guys have any questions about this treadmill? If you guys are just joining, I just did a demonstration. Oh, iPad. Okay, cool. Cool. So someone asked if I can walk backwards. Now, they may not mean it with kind intent, but I'm going to take it up a notch and let you know that walking backward on the treadmill is actually legit. Just slow down the speed and you're going to walk your posterior. You see, we don't always walk forward, right? So you have to train all planes. You can walk sideways on this and you can walk backward. All you have to do is reduce your speed. And I wouldn't recommend a high incline walking backward unless someone is near you or if you trust yourself. So you can do like 6% at like, what is this? I think I'm at like 1.5 walking backward to train the back of your legs. So you may have meant that in a different light, but I just want to let you know The walking backward on the treadmill is something that I do recommend under supervision, depending on your fitness level. And then walking sideways works your outer and inner thighs, tones them up a bit. You cross your leg, step out, cross your leg, step out. It's a very deliberate move. You change sides, cross your leg, step out, cross your leg, step out. Makes sense? So you cross forward when you're walking sideways on the treadmill at a slow speed, and then you step out with the back leg. And that's why it has to be at a slow speed, because what you're doing is conditioning and toning your legs on the treadmill. So slow speed. Make sense? So you may not have meant it with kind intent, but that is actually a training mechanism that I've used before. So if you guys have any other questions about the treadmill, let me know. I am here for it. I'm here for you. Sorry about the loud sound there. Just trying to get myself together here. Mobile, okay. Awesome. Awesome. You're going to get your treadmill? Well, this is a walking pad treadmill. And here's the link at Truck and More. So, Truck and More, are you like an 18-wheeler truck guy, or are you talking about trucks? I'm just interested. I just wanted to know. And you can also check out the link. It's in the chat. Thank you so much for watching. So right now I'm just reviewing the Run Incline Capable Treadmill. It's automatic incline capable, and it's just under $200. It's remote control for the speed and the incline. It goes up to 4 miles per hour maximum speed and 6% incline. It is 38 inches long, and then 16 inches wide. So if you're 6'2", 300 pounds, you can be on here. The max weight for this one is 300 pounds. Okay, so you do 18 wheels. So yeah, it's very important for you, especially to get in some cardio, because you do a lot of sitting. And incline walking trains you to engage your midsection, which you need a strong midsection to drive. You need a strong back to drive. And you need cardio for your heart. So incline walking knocks out a lot of it checks all the boxes as far as like efficient cardio, particularly if you're a truck driver. Love that you're thinking about getting a treadmill. Check out the link in the chat. I just posted it, and read the reviews, and I hope it's the right one for you. Yes, I'm actually fasting right now because number one, I can't eat early in the morning and do this. I function better. Fasted cardio burns fat. Yes, absolutely. This is the word of Elijah. Absolutely. Absolutely. So speaking of, when do you break your fast? Do you break it an hour after you've done the cardio, or at a certain time in the day, regardless of how much cardio you've done? This is a question for the word of Elijah. You're welcome, Truck and More. Very welcome. I hope it works out for you. So yeah, so just so you guys see here, the word of Elijah said, fasted cardio in the morning, burn fat fast. Absolutely. And plus I can't like do cardio on a full stomach. It just doesn't work for me. Okay, and she just responded, else does fasted cardio in the morning? Are you a fan of fasted cardio in the morning? Nice. So at Vanessa AB says, I fast from 8 p.m. Whoa. Are you saying 8 p.m. to 2 p.m.? Was that a typo? Or are you 8 p.m. to 2 a.m.? Help me out. Are you like a night shift, graveyard shift, nurse or something? And then I don't know what the other word is. It's Enrique, my, oh, break my fast well after my workout. Okay. At the word of Elijah says that she breaks her fast within an hour is best. Yes, it is. And typically when you break your fast, do proteins and fats and stuff, or even a protein shake would be ideal if you can. You're welcome, the Guardian 908. Yes, I agree. Okay, so I agree. That's a good window at the word of Elijah. Vanessa B. So you say you fast from 8 p.m. to 2 p.m. workout, 6 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Whew. Vanessa, you got some discipline on you, girl. Yes. That's it. Sorry, I didn't mean to reference you as a girl if that's not what you are. I'm just assuming by the name. At the word of Elijah says, I like 12 a.m. to 6 p.m. better. You guys are like legends. And at Vanessa says she goes to work at 10 and eats lunch at about 2 p.m. Awesome. Okay, so you go to bed at 10. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's a long time. That's a long time. Yeah, ditto. And then I don't want to work out. At the word of Elijah said, honestly, I'm more hungry when I eat breakfast. Yes, your body now is like a burning machine, and then you got to eat, and then you can't really work out after you eat because you're just. Anyway, that was a nice little rabbit trail there. Nice habits there by Vanessa and the word of Elijah. Now, for those of you that are still on, comment a house emoji if you have a gym in your home. You have a home gym. Comment the sneaker emoji if you go to the gym, like an outside gym. You go outside. Clearly, I'm in my mini home gym, and you don't need a lot of stuff to get results, right? You just need to know what you're doing, and you need to be consistent, and you need to implement, and you don't have to stress yourself out, right? Particularly if you're trying to lean out or maintain a lean profile, right? Sneaker. Okay, Vanessa, so you go to the gym. You go outside. Very good. Very good. Now, if you guys were to ever consider a home gym, this would be a great addition because not only is this good for working out at home, you can have a standing desk and work from home if you work remotely, right? Get your steps in. And then you can join me Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for the incline walking workout, where I take you through interval walking, maximum speed of 3 miles per hour, and we go up to 6% incline. We go between 1% to 6% incline guided. Awesome. Well, guys, I don't know if you guys have any more questions about this treadmill. I don't know if anyone just got on, if you want to see the speed, if you want to hear how quiet it is, if you want to see me lift it and move it around, let me know in the comments. So at Vanessa said, definitely need that because the weather on the East Coast will keep you from going to the gym at times. Exactly. Exactly. If you're snowed in, if it's cold outside, if it's too rainy, you just pull this up from under your bed, from under your couch. Or like me, I lean it against the wall and I just move it around and I lay it out here, plug it in, and get your incline walking in. So if you don't get a lift in, do an incline walk at a walking conversational speed. So you should be able to hold a conversation without getting out of breath, but going at a higher incline. Absolutely. So again, guys, I'm putting in the chat here. I'm going to lift it up and show you a little bit more on the specs here for you guys to see how this functions. So I'm not going to disconnect it there. I think it should be fine. So you can literally, actually, you know what? I am going to disconnect it. I don't want to ruin the cord. So as you can see here, easy to lift with one arm. Around, has wheels in the front. I am 5'2", and it's right about my shoulder. And when I want to move it around, I just kick it forward like that. And I literally put it up against the wall here on the side. Just have a lighting equipment here. So I'm just going to leave it here. So it's normally not up here. It's normally in this like little cove here, but I move my lights out of the way. But it sits really solid, you know, isn't easy to like knock over or anything like that. But if you have little kids, obviously, leaning it against a wall in a room that they have access to, it's not something I'd recommend, right? But other than that, it is pretty solid. Against the wall, you can slide it under the bed, you can slide it under your couch. Works as a standing work desk as well. So I'm going to wheel it back out like my routine, because I'm going to, when I conclude here with you guys, I am going to hop on over to my Amazon store, Glow Picks by Naledi, and you can follow me on there. Let me find that for you before I wheel it out. So you guys can follow me on there. I'm going to do a live on there. I'm going to do the actual workout again. And then I'm going to do a similar thing and demonstrate it on there. But I want to make sure that you all, this is my Amazon store right there. So all of my links that I have on there are paid links. So I do earn commission from qualifying purchases. And I look forward to getting you guys some new workout videos done. And okay, so someone asked earlier about something, so I'm going to put that in the chat as well. If you wanted to do, how many of you guys have like a water filtration system of some kind? The reason why I'm asking is because what I'm putting on here is, why, thank you. What I'm putting on here is an alkaline water filtration system. It's a countertop system you can put on your counter, and it converts your water to alkaline pH level that our bodies can absorb. Because staying hydrated is really important, but the quality of our hydration is even more important. So that's what it is. So we're going to be wrapping it up here in about 7 minutes. So we'll be at the 2-hour mark, guys. So feel free to continue to ask questions. Let me know if you click the link. If you have any questions about that. Oh, wait, the link didn't populate for the water system. Okay. Here is, wonder why I didn't populate a link. 1 second, please. Uno momento. Okay, let's see. That will work. So this is a water filtration system. Thank you very much. You're very kind. Oh, there it is. Okay, so go ahead and copy that link. And if you want to look at the water filtration system, it's a countertop water filtration system. I like this particular one because it brings it to the pH and alkaline level that your body is best suited for, and it's countertop, so you don't have to change your pump system in your under your sink, or anything like that. I mean, if you want to go for it, they have that type of thing going for them that you can look into, but that's not what is in my purview. But if you even if you have a home and you just didn't want to change anything, do any pumps or anything like that, you can still do that, right? You can still get a countertop water system. So I put the link in there. And then as far as clearance goes, I recommend that you have 3 feet behind you, 3 feet either side, and here and here. I obviously have 1 foot back there. But just for safety purposes, I recommend a little bit more room. But if you didn't, if you just had a foot of space, you could do it. So, any other questions? Any other questions? 'Cause I know earlier everyone wanted to hear the motor. Any other questions about the treadmill? Do you have a treadmill? Do you have any questions about the treadmill that you have? What's working for you? What's not working for you? I'm here for it. I'm going to be on here for another 4 minutes, and then I'm switching over to my Amazon store to do a live there. You guys can hop on there. You can follow me on Amazon, and every time I do a live there, you get a notification as well. And if you like what I'm what I'm talking about, you can hop on my store. This is awesome. At Alan Bennett Bennett's, sorry if I'm mispronouncing your handle. He said he's got the same treadmill. That is so cool, so awesome, so happy to hear. Now, do you use the incline feature regularly at Alan Bennett's? Again, sorry if I'm mispronouncing. So this is the Run Incline treadmill, and the incline is controlled by the remote. So the incline is controlled by the remote control. Yes, sometimes. Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. That is so good. You only need to get on something like this maybe 2 or 3 times a week for it to really be an effective way for you to incorporate cardio that's efficient, that works for you. Even if you do weight training, especially if you do weight training, sometimes when people lift, they don't do cardio, you know, but we can't get around it. Your heart needs it. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. It has been such a pleasure and an honor and a joy to have this time with you. Thank you for all your questions. That is awesome. So at Alan Benitez says, I always, he says, that is correct. And a big check mark. I always finish with cardio. Yes. Yes. That's awesome. Hello at Joseph D'Angelis. Hi, we are wrapping it up here. We've been on for a couple hours. I did the workout in the first hour, and then I answer questions in the next hour, doing a review Q&A of the run treadmill, walking pad treadmill that I'm on. Goes up to 4 miles per hour, 6% incline max. Excuse me, and the speed and the incline is controlled by the remote control that comes with it. And they actually supply you with your first lithium battery. So you don't have to go run, have a treadmill that you can't operate right out the box. You just unbox it, plug it in, put the battery in, the remote control, and go for it. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6 a.m. Central, I do a guided incline walking workout for 50 minutes. So go ahead and tune in here on YouTube Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6 a.m. And if you get the treadmill and do it with me next time, I'll be so excited. And if you already have a treadmill and you do the walk with me, I'm so excited. And if you do the walk with me before you work out at the gym, I'm even more stoked. All right. So you can do this as your finishing exercise or what you start out your day with. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for the subscription, for the subscribe at Alan. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Thank you for saying awesome cheerleading dance video. Yes. I'm a former NBA cheerleader. It's definitely a dance channel, but this cardio, incline cardio is so needed because incline cardio gives you a stronger body for dance. Excuse me. I don't understand that. Okay, I'm not sure about that last comment, so I'm going to just remove it because I don't understand it. I don't think it's proper. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'm going to log off. You guys have been troopers. I have enjoyed you. Oh, sorry, I can't even read this. Sorry, I don't want to read this up close. Let me see what Vanessa said. I am subscribed. Very nice video, and thank you for answering all my questions. You're so welcome, Vanessa. It was such a pleasure having you. And congratulations on your journey. And I hope that the tweak in your program will get you the results that you want, right? Oh, that's cool. Jacob Wright. That's so awesome. I'm so happy to hear everyone's got the same treadmill. Yay. That's so cool. Very awesome. Awesome, awesome sauce. All right, guys. Have a great day. And I hope you get an incline walk in. And if you don't get an incline walk in, I hope you get to dance. Ciao. And don't forget, I'm in about 30 minutes, I'm going to be hopping on to Amazon and I'll be going live on Amazon as well. Don't forget to follow me on Amazon. You too. Be blessed as well. Thank you. All right. Bye, guys.